So I've been using the Aqara U100 for about a month, and this is my first time using Apple Homekit. This video is going to be about my experience with this lock on a very high overview, so please be aware this is not a how to install or how to set it up. I think there are better videos out there, which I'm going to link them down below if you need help. So let's get to it. The lock is very well designed. It has multiple ways to unlock, like the traditional key, a fingerprint, the keypad, Apple Home key, and a NFC tag. Starting with the traditional key, which in my opinion, a lot of companies should be doing something similar to this. It's actually hidden under this little tab right here where you just have to push down, and then you're gonna be able to find your keyhole where you use your physical key to unlock. If you don't have your iPhone or your Apple Watch available, you could open it that way. Also, the lock does not require an Aqara hub. You can connect this lock directly to HomeKit with a Apple TV or a HomePod available. You can connect this directly through Bluetooth, and you wouldn't need an Aqara hub. But having this lock directly to your Aqara, instead of having a Bluetooth connection to your smart home, it would be through Zigbee, because that's how the hub connects to. As we all know, Bluetooth isn't really reliable when it comes to your smart home. So you want to stay with Thread or Zigbee for the most part. But if you do get an Aqara hub, it opens more features from the lock by using the manufacturer app. If you were to have the Aqara hub, then the fingerprint would work, which would allow you to have up to 10 fingerprints per user, and that would be up to 5 users. So there will be a total of 50 fingerprints that you can have with this lock. If you do have an Aqara hub and you want to connect the U100 to your Aqara for better connection, just to make sure, just head down to the Aqara app, hit the lock, and make sure that the middle there icon says the gateway is bound to your Aqara. If you have multiple Aqara, just pick one, and then that way you know that it is there connected to your Aqara through Zigbee. Now, if you want to make sure that you're bringing the right version of the lock into your Apple smart home, make sure you hit the 3 dots at the top and hit other platform, and make sure that it says bound to HomeKit. That way from Aqara, it's coming to your Apple smart home. That way you have the fast connection of Zigbee when you press or you tell. Now, if you have the lock paired to your smart home, you just head down to the Home app. You find your lock. Mine happens to be at the top with your My Entrance. If you press there and you press the gear, you can see the battery level of the lock. You can manage the access, so there you can give people the patch code so that they can tap it in the keypad, or you can have all the residents, which would be everyone that has access to your smart home would be up there, so then they would have access to Apple Home key. Now, when you were setting up the lock, it asks you if you wanted to have it in express mode. If you happen to decline that, the way for you to enable it again is by going into your wallet. You open it, you make sure that you go into your home key that is already in your wallet. You hit the top right for information, and there you can enable express mode. By enabling that, it allows you to tap your watch or your phone to the keypad of your smart lock, and then it would unlock. Honestly, I think that is one of the best features out there. My experience has been amazing for the most part. There has been a couple of times where I tried to unlock it and I get a try again, but by just leaving the watch next to the lock, it eventually would unlock within a second. So it hasn't really been a problem, but I think that is one of the amazing things that HomeKit has. If I could change one thing about this lock, I would say that I wish it came with Thread instead of Bluetooth, because let's say I don't really want to use the Aqara because I don't have an Aqara hub. I happen to have one, so I don't really mind. I use a lot of their accessories. They're super reliable, so I do have a hub. But if I didn't have a hub and I would just recommend this to someone, I would wish it was with Thread so that it could connect with it could have a better connection. So that's the only downside. And I also want to point out that I haven't said yet, that this lock is actually compatible with Matter. So by having the Aqara that is already enabled with Matter, like the M2 hub that I have, you can bring this to a different ecosystem at the same time as having it with your Apple HomeKit. So I could have this with Google or Alexa if I wanted to. You could do this, you could have this connected with no problem. So my final thoughts on this lock, like I said, I wish it came with Thread instead of Bluetooth if you want to connect it directly to your Apple ecosystem. But for the most part, I think it looks great. I can't wait for the U200 from Aqara. Maybe I'll try it out. But if you like this quick video, like I said, it was gonna be a very easy, quick overview of the lock. I'm gonna link down below more on how to install this from Shane, which is one of my favorite YouTubers when it comes to Apple HomeKit. Check that video out if you need help installing this. But I just kind of wanted to give you my thoughts for a month that I've been playing with this. It's really fast. I can unlock this by just tapping my phone. I mean, how awesome is that? I'm still gonna keep trying and see all the things about it, and also how the battery does now that I have it connected through Zigbee instead. As you saw there, now it's like at 96%, 98%. So supposedly this lock can last up to a month of battery life. So it's pretty cool. It comes with 4 AA batteries, so we'll see what happens. If you like the video, please subscribe and like it and share it. So, okay, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.